Whether you are in the Philippines or not, I think coffee is something you can always pair with any of your prepared breakfast meal. Thus, life begins after coffee. Hi everyone, it's me again, Leslie. So today, I'm gonna show you a different pour-over technique and a different coffee variety. With more than 60 coffee varieties all over the world, but only 4 are commercially viable: the Robusta, Excelsa, Arabica, and Liberica. Our country is said to be one among the few producers of those 4. How cool is that? Okay, cut your expectations. I'm not going to talk more about their differences, qualities, or anything like that in this video because today I will focus on the slightly not sought after coffee variety out in the market, the Excelsa beans. These beans gives a pleasant taste like langka or jackfruit and normally grows in lower elevations. Also, it is confused with Barako coffee or Liberica beans. In here is a medium roast Maramag Bukidnon Excelsa beans from Sinag Coffee Roastery. And the brewing technique is not the same with my previous upload. I don't know if you guys have already watched it, but if you did, many thanks to you. It means a lot to me. Like I said, I'm gonna use a different pour-over technique. Say a backstory, I did try James Hoffman's technique many times, but obviously it didn't go well with these beans. Then I thought of using Tetsu Kasuya's method this time, and surprisingly, the result tasted better than the other. Before we argue whichever technique you may like with these beans, I have to say taste is king. My tongue differs to yours, so with preference. Anyways, Kasuya uses the recipe 20 grams of coffee to 300 ml water in 5 pours. And with his dripper model, which is ideally designed for a coarser grind and a bit longer brewing time, his technique gives a clear, sweet, and stronger coffee taste. To tell you honestly, this technique still feels new to me. And since I don't have the V60 Kasuya model dripper, I will just use the standard V60 dripper. One more modification is I'll go for a medium coarse setting in order to get a closer brewing time with the original technique, which is at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And also, I will pour 45 seconds apart, which he does recommend. The water temperature is at 88 degrees Celsius. The brewing equipment that I'll be using are obviously the same as my previous video. To begin, set the paper filter into the V60, then I'll rinse the filter with hot water. This is to avoid potential papery taste that may get incorporated with the coffee. Discard the water and then put the grounds to the filter. Basically, the 4-6 or Kasuya method divides the total water into 2 parts, 40% and 60%. The 40% is to adjust the taste of coffee, which goes in 2 pours. The first one is for the acidity, and the second for its sweetness. There, start the timer and immediately start pouring. The first pour will be 50 ml and we'll let it bloom until 45 seconds. On the second pour, which completes the 40%, will be 70 ml. The 60% is to adjust the strength of the coffee and will compose 3 equal pours, that is 60 ml each. So at 1 minute and 30 second mark, I will put 60 ml water. The pouring technique goes in concentric manner all the way to the last one. And for the fourth pour, another 60 ml goes through the grounds. And lastly, to complete this ratio, another 60 ml will be poured at 2 minute and 45 second mark. Originally, Kasuya don't use teaspoon or swirling in this method, but since I'm already used to swirling in every end of my pours, whether it will affect the process or not, I'll do it anyway. The drawdown ends at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and now transfer the V60 to another vessel. And there you go! A cup of coffee that tastes like peanut butter and dark chocolate, and a bright langka as it cools down, just as how the bag of bean tells on its label.
If you have queries, comments, and suggestions, write them in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. Like if you enjoyed this video, and share this to your friends as well. Again, thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you on the next one.